What did everybody think of Monday Night Raw tonight? If you thought something about it, leave it in the comments of this post. I thought Raw, from what I saw, was okay. Um, but maybe I'll talk about it more during the week in a video or something. But I think Raw's been pretty consistent for me at like a 5 or 6 out of 10 here or there. Which is better than the 2, 3s, and 4s we were used to give it. But even though Raw's improved a little bit since the last 2 or 3 years, um, you know, people in my audience don't seem to respond to it anymore or respond to this anymore. So, I just think it's still kind of like below the bar. I think it needs to hit it. Like I said, we would like Raw to be at 7 and 8 out of 10. But it just isn't at that yet still. And even though it's better, it's the audience for it, for me at least, has gotten worse. So I thought it was all right. Tag team rematch, kicking people out of the building. That was kind of cool. Some of the women had really good spots tonight. I liked the Dom stuff with Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day stuff, and something going on with Drew McIntyre there. I mean, there's some little things that are fairly nice or whatever happening, but yeah, those are my initial thoughts after kind of watching it vaguely because I typically every Monday night, I bet like $10 on football, and I watch football after bed. It's funny how life changes. You know what I mean? You go from working a 9 to 5 job and getting angry at Raw in 2010 and 11 and 12 and deciding to create a post-Raw show to then doing a post-WWE Raw show for about 10, 11 years straight, not missing a show almost. And then it becoming your full-time job. And now Raw reviews don't really do much at all. And now on Monday nights, you bet $10 in a football game, hoping to win a couple of $1,000 to live. That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, so I had a lot of messages from a lot of people who are like, "Hey, what'd you think of Raw?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not doing the review because I really don't." Josh Allen just rushed for a touchdown. Sorry. Wow, I have Josh Allen as my MVP on like a couple of my lineups, so that was pretty cool. But it might actually hurt me because I'm actually doing really well because I had the Denver defense, I had the Denver and Buffalo kickers, and that was crushing for me because this game is a butt fuck right now. But anyway, that being said, yeah, so like and this is why. So if you're watching this video and you're like, "Damn, Joe, you barely are saying much about Raw. You're saying this, but it's not really anything." Well, that's exactly why I wouldn't do a review, because what am I going to come on and say? Yeah, it was all right. I don't know. It's kind of good, but not really. But I don't know. Like, blah. Like that's what I think, because that's all I really cared to watch. So, hey, it is what it is. It's not that. It's not that good. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's just not that good. But AEW is weird now. WWE is just cruise control. Like their storylines to me, it's too long. Like storylines take too long and they're all similar in that way. Like it would be better if there was like one story that, like, a couple of little story things that wrapped up in 1, 2, 3 weeks. Well, obviously not one, but like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then it'd be cool if a couple other ones wrapped up in 2 weeks, and it'd be cool if a couple of them were long-term ones. And I know that's kind of what they try to do, but it just feels like all of them are these prolonged stories and builds to the pay-per-view thing and whatever. And I just feel like in this day and age, it's time to do something a little bit different. Like, just mathematically pen it out and be like, okay, we're gonna have like, four things that are 4 things that are set for like 3 weeks of a story. We're gonna have like 4 things that are set for 2 weeks. And then we're gonna have our main 3 stories that are gonna build to a pay-per-view. And I feel like 1, 2, or 3 of those is needed, but instead it's kind of like everything is building to that, and it's like sometimes when that's the case, well, you're stuck with those stories then for like 8 weeks or whatever, and it's just, I don't know, man. I'm not fully giving a shit, so what I'm saying could be wrong, because usually when I'm at my best opinions, it's when I know everything that's going on and I have a strong opinion about it. And right now I kind of don't really know what's going on, and I kind of don't have a strong opinion about it. It's just kind of like, fucking okay, like, whatever. So what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Leave it in the comments of this video down below. And if you want me to come back to doing Monday Night Raw reviews starting next week, well, I don't know. But leave comments down below or whatever you want down below. And thanks to the people that were dropping super thanks in the videos the other day. I think Colonel Stutters was one of those people. And to everybody else who's on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, stay tuned for our next podcast that will be on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Probably me and Luke will bang something out soon. The monetize this champion himself. And I'll see you guys later. Anything else you guys want to talk about or want to comment on or whatever, leave it down below so I can read them all. And of course, Tuesday Night Rage will be back tomorrow night, so I will be live Tuesday night with Tuesday Night Rage, and I will I'll rage all over Uranuses. All right, enjoy me while I'm still here, because soon I'll be going to hell.